So I want you to picture this. You're sitting in your bed one day and you start to think to yourself, I need a new blank. For this example, we're gonna say mattress because we're sitting in bed after all. You're thinking, mine is 10 years old, smells a little funky, and my sleep schedule is shit. I should try to find a sustainable mattress brand to buy a new one from. And it seems like before you even get the chance to get on the internet to start searching for said product, you start getting Instagram ads for said product. Does this sound like a familiar thing that happens in your life? Because this happens to me all the time. So you decide to be gracious and give this ad a chance, right? Their marketing is really good, they're saying all the right words, but how do I know if they're actually legit and a company that I should support? That's the question we're aiming to answer in today's video. That is too cute. Here goes nothing.
Do you supposed to stick it in your butt?
Wow. I don't know what else to say. So I get asked a lot about how I evaluate brands, how I know if a brand is sustainable, all that sort of thing. And you guys, that is quite literally my job. I think it's a lot to expect of any of you to keep up with the certifications, to find the brands, to evaluate them, to do all of those things for every single brand. And that's why my job exists, to do all that research for you so that I can help you make the best decision when you find it comes time to purchase something that you have decided you absolutely want and need. That whenever you are trying to figure out if you need a sustainable version of X, Y, and Z, I have a resource for you, whether on YouTube, Instagram, or my website. I try to do my best to have sustainable brands for just about any category you might want to know about. But I realize that that doesn't always work out. I am only one person. I can't know about every single brand in the world. So today we're going to go through a handful of brands that you guys told me you get ads for on Instagram all the time and evaluate if they are sustainable and if I actually think they're worth buying in terms of like quality or how they work, etc. So if you find this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out in the algorithm. And if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and let's jump into it. First up, we have a brand that is talked about on the internet so much. I'm sure you've heard of them. And if you haven't heard of them organically, you've probably gotten an Instagram ad for them before because so many of you guys told me that you did. Now, a lot of you guys know I don't normally shave. I gave up shaving years ago when I first went to college and realized how freaking expensive razor heads are, and also because admittedly I'm just lazy and there's like the smallest part of me that's like, why should I have to shave? It's literally what my body does naturally. I don't fucking care. But I will be shaving for the first time in years in the name of testing out this razor to tell you guys if I think it is good or not. As far as sustainability goes, I actually really do like this company and have several friends here on the internet who use it and swear by it. It is the only safety razor that has more than one blade that I'm aware of. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's the only safety razor I have seen that has more than one blade and has a flexible head, which is just so cool. Obviously, safety razors are incredibly less wasteful than any of the typical plastic razors with either disposable razors or the disposable plastic heads. Obviously, safety razors are much better, even if you have to throw away the blades that are in them, because most municipalities and like local governments do not take safety razor blades in the recycling. What I also really like about Leaf Shave is that they do have a recycling program for the blades. So super pumped to see that. Let's head over to see what I thought after I actually tested it out. I bought the Leaf razor because so many of you guys said that you get this ad on Instagram all the time, and conveniently enough, every time Madison travels, she seems to lose her safety razor. That's not why I bought this. I bought this because you guys wanted me to review it. But also, if it works really well, Madison gets a new safety razor again. Yes, this is a Leaf Shave razor. If you can see, it has a bendable head. Most safety razors are just one blade, straight blade, and a lot of people are intimidated by that. So I think this is a really cool solution. The blades come in this little bitty cute little package. And from what I've seen, you take them out of here. No, I think you're supposed to snap them before you take them out of here. Oh God, uh-oh. Did I do this wrong? It says snap your blade in half while it's still in the paper. So snap this, oh! So I figured out how to get the blades in. It's actually not that hard once you figure it out. There are little notches to put each one in, and then you just screw it back on. So if I'm not mistaken, all the blades are in there. It's time to get to work. Only for you guys, only because you asked, am I gonna be like, hey, look at my hairy legs. Don't! Madison's getting too up close and personal for y'all. Okay, ready? Wow. This is so easy. But you can see, like, you don't have to be careful. Like, I'm just carelessly doing this. What do you think about it so far?
Seems to be doing the trick.
Madison is my resident shaver. Haven't seen my legs in years. Ready for the full before and after? Like, it makes me look like I have a whole different skin tone.
Wow.
Everyone I know, like, uses this and freaking loves it. And I think if you're teetering on if you should get one of these, I have no complaints about it. So after trying out this razor, do I think that it is worth it? I have to say that I think it is. And my experience with this razor was actually really great. Didn't have any problems with cutting myself, I think. Yeah, I don't think I cut myself. I don't think this razor is going to make me start shaving because it's still time consuming and I just don't care enough to take the time to do it. But if you are someone who wants to shave and you're looking for the best safety razor out there, I personally believe that this is probably the best one on the market. And like I say, I have friends all over the internet who swear by this razor. So I think if you want to check it out, definitely do that. They also have a lifetime warranty on this razor, which is super clutch. It seems like an all-around great company, so definitely check them out. Up next is a bedding brand named Buffy. I think they're most well known for their comforters, and I've seen, again, a lot of people talk about this brand on the internet, and I've gotten Instagram ads for it in the past as well. I headed over to their website to do my research to try to evaluate the brand on if I think it's sustainable or not, and these are the things that I found that they checked off all the little boxes that I wanted them to. They have all the certifications you could be looking for and that I was looking for in the bedding. You can see those over on their website. They're using recycled materials, plant-based materials. They are completely vegan and cruelty-free, and they are completely carbon neutral, which I think is really exciting. Plus, they're working towards an entirely closed loop system and have a very detailed plan as to how they're going to do that. So huge thumbs up for all the sustainability research that I did on their website. They have the certifications to prove it, and all it's left to do now is purchase it and see how it goes. Oh, I also did want to say what I ordered. So I ordered 2 of their standard pillows in the softest that they could be, and then I also ordered their classic cloud comforter. Okay, now let's test it out.
Open it. Here we go.
I asked Madison to help me film this unboxing and she's acting crazy. I ordered 2 pillows and a comforter, so... Oh, look how cute this is! Stop! That is too cute. They gave us 2 of them, one for me and one for you. I don't know what this is because I swear I only ordered 2 pillows and a comforter. It's like a really, really thin. Is it inflating? Or is that my imagination? I don't know. I said I ordered 4 pillows. I'm so confused. Wow. It looks like a cloud when you see it do that. This is the moment we've all been waiting for because this is what they're very well known for. And the reason that a lot of you asked me to check them out. Oh, it already just feels so comfy. But you know, the real test is sleeping with it at night. So I'm not gonna give you my final thoughts until I do that.
That's not how you go to sleep. What the fuck? Yeah.
What's going on?
I mean, it's just like, look at that.
Basically, I feel like putting my head on this is equivalent to putting my head on the bed. Like, what's the purpose of this? I don't know how else to describe it. To be fair, Madison literally will like stack up pillows, right? Complain that I take pillows from her, and then she never sleeps on them. Like, she falls asleep or tries to go to sleep starting on a pillow, and then by the end of the night she just like this. So these would be ideal pillows for you. I
don't like these. I like my other pillow better.
It's like there's no pillow there. Okay, well, we'll see what we think of the comforter. Okay, so it's been 3 nights for me. Madison didn't even make it 2 nights with our new Buffy comforter and the Buffy pillows.
Basically, the pillows were super shrimpy. Like, they were about this thick. Comforter, I don't know why Shelby gets a comforter when it's hot outside. I didn't like either one of them. I didn't like the comforter or the pillow.
To be fair, I got the comforter and thought it would be okay because their whole thing is that it's breathable. It's like a comfortable cloud. It's not supposed to be hot.
I never say I'm hot. I had that thing on me and I was like, I'm hot.
So yeah, we can cut over now to my final thought. You guys, I really wanted to love this brand. When I went into this video, I thought, okay, I'm gonna order from these 3 brands, and then I have these other 3 brands that I just don't align with and wouldn't purchase at all. And I was going to format this video being every other one. And I thought Buffy was one that I was gonna love, but I just don't. And I'm actually going to be returning everything I bought. Yeah, the pillows are basically non-existent. Like, when you lay your head on them, it's basically like you're just laying your head on the bed, so you might as well not even have a pillow at that point. And I do acknowledge that this could completely be my own fault and not knowing my preferences, because I chose the softest pillow, and maybe if I had chose a more firm pillow, I would have been happier with it. But also at the same time, I've never experienced a pillow like this to where it was so thin, like ever. Like, I've stayed in a lot of Airbnbs, a lot of hotels, I stay at my friends' houses, all kinds of things, right? And I've just never even experienced a pillow like this. And so, yeah, it was beyond acceptable. It's just like, no, I couldn't even pretend to like it. And honestly, the comforter that didn't work out for us might have been my own fault as well, because obviously we live in Texas, and I got the classic comforter where they offer another comforter called the Breeze, which I would think would probably be a little bit less warm, but the classic comforter was just entirely too warm for us. We sleep with it on 70 degrees upstairs at night, and sometimes if I'm lucky, I turn it down to 68, but Madison really doesn't like when I do that. And even for her, this comforter was too warm, which I thought it would be okay if I ordered the classic because it's what they're most known for, right? So that's what I wanted to test out. And their whole marketing says that the materials are breathable because they're made from eucalyptus fiber and it's supposed to be cool to the touch. And that's just not the experience we had at all. I mean, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm wrong, and if you've had a different experience with this brand, please let us know in the comments, because their sustainability features are all there. I have no issues with their sustainability features. It's just in practice, this was not for us. So unfortunately, I will be returning all of the things that we tested out. And luckily, Buffy does have a really great return program so that you can make returns within 30 days. And they actually do disclose on their website that they do not throw away their returns. They do get donated. So that's really exciting to me, and really cool that the company thought enough about all of the factors of sustainability to disclose that on their website. Yeah, I'm really bummed about it. Maybe I'll get some firmer pillows from them, and I'll get the Breeze comforter, and I'll update you guys on Instagram if I like them better. But for this video, what I tested out, Buffy is getting a thumbs down from our household. Up next is an item category that I have tried out before, and it is a bidet. So I forget that I live in internet land where like so many environmentalists that I follow use bidets and talk about them and love them to death. And then I mentioned to my family that we're going to be trying out a bidet, and they make me feel like a crazy person. But yes, But so many of my friends here on the internet once again have sworn by this brand of bidet. Levi Hildebrand uses Toshi, Catherine Kellogg uses Toshi. I'm trying to remember who else. A couple other people I've seen on the internet use this brand, and I have to try it. We've tried a bidet in the past, like I said, but it was more like a hose attachment, and it was not good. We left it at our old garage apartment. Maybe the new residents of that garage apartment are enjoying their weird hose attachment bidet. I ordered the classic white Toshi bidet with the bamboo knobs, which is just so cute. And is it weird to call your bidet cute? Maybe. Let's head over to testing it out. Madison has watched the video, tried to figure out how to install the Toshi. She's about to do that right now. This is the most useful thing my aunt has ever bought me. When we moved into this house, we use this all the time. I think Madison completed most of the install, but it looks like our toilet's trying to say something to you.
Are you supposed to stick it in your butt?
Babe, did you install it upside down?
No.
Again, stop. Next time we get in a fight, we should just spray each other with the bidet. Time for my testing of the bidet. I hope you guys appreciate how much just like realness there's been in my videos lately. Here goes nothing. Oh, it's just so funny because it hits like exactly where it needs to. Yeah, there's a little button to adjust the nozzle. Let's see what happens if I do that. Oh, okay, what is my life? I've done this before on camera, but I don't dislike it. I don't know what else to say. So I don't think this is something that I can come back on here and be like, this is the best freaking thing. I absolutely love it, and like I'm so used to it already, and it's the most amazing, life-changing thing. But I am really excited to have it, and I can say that it is much better than the other one that we tried that was basically like putting a water hose up to your bum. I don't recommend that at all. I didn't recommend it back then when I tried it. I don't recommend it now. But the Toshi bidet is super easy to install, super convenient, and I'm enjoying it thus far. Do I think I'm going to give up toilet paper to just use the bidet exclusively? I don't know. Madison seems to not be on the train of wanting to do that. She says she doesn't want to have to dry herself off. Whatever. And obviously we still have a guest bathroom and I live with my sister. Like, you guys know we use recycled toilet paper that comes with no plastic. So I will probably still continue to use who gives a crap toilet paper, but I'm super excited that we now have the bidet to give it an actual chance and that we tested it out. I'm really glad that we did that, and I would say I would recommend it because I do think that it's going to be something that we keep using. I think it's more of an adjustment period than like I used it a few times and it's the most amazing thing. We definitely had fun testing it out, and I think if you are going to purchase from a bidet brand, that Toshi is a really, really good one to use. And I think Levi has a discount code, because I don't think I have one, but I'll leave Levi's discount code in the description. I think it might be like 20% off if you use his code. Let me know what you think. If you use this brand already or if you use another brand, let us know in the comments. Would love to hear your experience. So like I said, whenever I went into this video, I thought I was going to have a handful of brands that I loved and a few brands that I didn't even want to purchase from, that so many of you asked about, that I thought I would talk about in this video because you're obviously getting ads for them, and I don't want you to be making purchases that are either not sustainable or just things that I personally disagree with. So the next few brands are all brands that I would not recommend you buying from. Next brand I see you guys are getting a lot of ads for on Instagram, I get ads for on Instagram, is Causebox. So this is basically a sustainable subscription box. To me, those two words don't go together. I am personally so careful with what I bring into my life. Like, even if I've decided I absolutely want this thing and I actually have decided I needed it, and I wait through my waiting period and I do all the research on a brand to see if they fit into all the boxes that I need them to check, even then I am so specific with what I will bring into my home. Subscription boxes are exactly the opposite of that. Receiving items that you didn't consciously decide you absolutely loved and needed goes against everything that I believe sustainability should be. And these subscription boxes, not just Causebox, but other brands as well, seem like just a way to make us feel better about consuming. And I've actually turned down multiple sponsorships with Causebox and with other subscription boxes as well. They also are not showing on their website what they mean by environmentally and ethically sustainable. There are no definitions on their website of what threshold brands have to meet in order to be in the box, and you also can't really see what's in the box to evaluate it yourself before you order. One of the very first things I look for when evaluating a brand and if they're sustainable or not is if they have an about section or like a mission section, that sort of thing, at the very top of their website. Because if a brand is sustainable and they have nothing to hide, they will tell you. And anytime a brand doesn't have an about us section or a mission section or that sort of thing at the top, I immediately have a red flag that goes up. That's just not a brand I'm willing to give my money to blindly support and hope that they're picking out something that meets my standards. I did a little more digging into their most recent subscription box and found that there was an electronic like face wash thing that's in the box, for me, like literally just that one item being in any box that I received would be like, I'm never gonna use this. If I do, I might use it a time or two. And then I'm stuck with figuring out who I can give it to, if I can donate it, or how to recycle it. Absolutely not. This is not my definition of what sustainable is, and I would never purchase from them. Next up, we have another brand that I've turned down sponsorships for, but apparently you guys are getting ads for this, so I think it's good that I bring it up now. This is a brand called Ana Luisa, and this is a brand that on the surface completely looks like a great brand to support. They're using recycled materials, they use recycled gold, they have ethical production, and they're actually quite affordable for what they make. My problem with Ana Luisa, however, was whenever we were working on the sponsorship, we had everything set up, and I said I need you to send me samples so that I can test them out before I talk about them. I received their items, and I think I got 3 necklaces from them. The first necklace I put on, I put the clasp on, and the little pingy part that like you pull back to open a clasp was so loose that it would just fall off of my neck. And then the second necklace that I got from them, I believe the chain was so small, like the way it was supposed to fit in the picture was absolutely not what I received, to the point where I couldn't wear it. It would have been like a choker on me. Obviously I'm a plus size person, I have a bigger neck than probably most, but I just felt like the discrepancy was so drastic that it was a misrepresentation. And even if it was just the fact of like it not fitting me personally, that also means that there are probably people out there like you watching who it wouldn't have fit, who would have bought it and then had an issue with it, and I don't want to support a brand like that. And then when I saw their name come up on this poll that I did, I decided I would talk about them a little bit, and they still are on my sustainable jewelry guide because on paper they're doing everything right, but taking money from a brand that I can't stand behind fully and then encouraging you guys to go buy from them did not feel right at all. So those are all the brands that I wanted to evaluate for you guys today that you told me you're getting ads for over on Instagram. If you want to see another episode of this video, let me know in the comments, and let me know in the comments if you've had a different experience with these brands. And I also hope that this gave you a little bit of an insight into how I evaluate brands, how I decide they're sustainable, and also what I'm doing behind the scenes before anything makes it to your eyes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything is going to be linked in the description, even the brands I don't recommend, so that you can do your own personal research. I'm really looking forward to your feedback on this video. And remember, until next time, you cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do. Bye, guys.